Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Gray League, and today we have a different team to run. Trying out the Serperior paired with the Shadow Lapras and the Aurorus in the back. Basically double ice in the back. And we have a mirror matchup. Serperior versus Serperior. This is, we're just going to stay in, play it out. See who can win the CAP eventually. First arrow ace is going to go through, gets them into the yellow. They're going to fire back the arrow ace, getting us into the yellow as well. We get to the next arrow ace, they tank it, and we're just going to let this go as well. This is as good as it's going to get. We almost get the farm down with the Lapras. However, the Lapras is looking to just spam a bunch of moves. Sparkling Aria is going to be used. We're going to be able to get to another one, and this will take out the Dunsparce. Unfortunately, the Poliwrath in the back is going to be very problematic. We are potentially going to get a shield here, but now we can see that this is a terrible matchup. Double super effective counters going through. We're going to fire off a Desperation. Meteor Beam wasn't going to KO anyways, but unfortunately just a really bad backline. Poliwrath was just going to be able to wreck our backline, unfortunately. Alright, we got the Serperior versus Swampert. Really good lead. They do have the coverage Sludge, but it's not enough to take us out, so we force the switch out. They're going to go into their Corviknight. Corviknight dealing some good damage with their fast move. We're going to apply the pressure with our own move. We grab a shield back, which is very good. Here, they're going to be able to get to another move. We are going to double shield, trying to get to another move here to either get them low enough or get them to use their second shield. And now we see the final switch out. This Shadow Lapras did get a little bit of energy advantage, so it's going to help versus this Sableye. The Sableye is running return, so that's going to be pretty significant damage. We have to chip away with our water move, but then we're going to come in here with our Serperior loaded with a Frenzy Plant. Taking out this Sableye, we see the Swampert come back in, and unfortunately for them, they are not going to be able to win that matchup. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Serperior mainly tanking the damage and basically farming down the Swampert. Interesting switch out here. They go into their Serperior. We're going to be able to outpace them. We're going to get to this Weather Ball, and it's going to grab the shield. We are going to double shield because we think we can get to the next Weather Ball or catch the move eventually. So it looks like we are going to have to try to catch. And our opponent does get a little bit of delay, which allows us to get to this Frenzy Plant, forcing them to use Psychic Fang. No, they go for Oral Wheel, which is not effective. They combo play into their Serperior with a Aerial Ace already. We can tank it. We're going to fire off our own Aerial Ace. Doesn't quite KO. We almost get the farm down, but we force the energy. And now all we have to do is just come in with one of our Ice types. Get that extra energy, and we should... Oh, they are going to be able to reach this Hydro. But now we're going to have the Lapras facing the Feraligatr, able to resist pretty much all their charge moves except for Crunch. But even Crunch winning KO, we go for the Skull Bash. Down goes the Feraligatr. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the tanky Lapras. So it is looking like the Lapras is pretty flexible. A pretty significant meta shift right now. Interesting that they're staying in versus our Serperior. we are going to be able to get to this Frenzy Plant. We do grab the early shield. Because they're staying in a terrible matchup, we're going to shield. They're going to switch out into Talonflame. Talonflame does not want to see these water types, so we're just going to apply the pressure. We are going to let this go. Ends up only being the Flame Charge. And just like that, you can see, able to survive all those ensuing moves. And now we see the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is going to be okay to deal with because our Serperior does have resistance to all of their moves except for potential Flash Cannon, but they just reveal Thunder. We are going to fire back with these Arrow Aces. So this matchup here is either going to get them extremely low that we can farm down with the Aurorus or potentially take it out. So we are looking okay here. Firing off the Aerial Ace gets them into the red, and that gives us an opportunity to go in with Aurorus, farm it down. And right here, we just go for the double Meteor Beam. First Meteor Beam, ooh, actually does a significant amount of damage, so much so that we can just go for this Weather Ball that's boosted. It should be enough because it's in the low red, and down goes the Azumarill. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with a combination of Lapras and the Aurorus in the back. All right, we got the Swampert versus Feraligatr, another really good lead here. They're staying in, and they're only throwing Hydro here. This is easy no shield. We see the Air Slash Mandibuzz does not want to see this Aurorus. We can tank the first move easily. We're just going to go for the Meteor Beam here. I don't think it KOs. It doesn't KO. We get the boost and we get the farm down. And then our opponent here has to think about shielding here or letting this go. We're applying full pressure. There is the shield. Now we're going to force them to use energy. They're relatively energy dry. We can come with the Serperior, already a move. We're going to get the shield or the KO. Down goes the Feraligatr. And now we have a pretty decent matchup. We have, we're going to be able to tank the Fire Punch. And now goes the first Frenzy Plant. They do shield. And now we're just going to go into our Lapras. The Lapras is going to be able to tank all the moves. We don't have to show the first one. Scorching Sand is used. We avoided the debuff, and this is over. All we have to do here, shield, and then fire off our Sparkling Aria. Okay, we actually just going to go for the farm down, which is just as good. So GG's to our opponent. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.